out in the yard, and it had dents across the hood that I had to get taken out.
Who fixed them, your mom?
My mom had the hookups.
Oh, she had the hookup. You didn't say she finished. She got the hookups to get it fixed, though. You got that right. So when you fixed the hood, you had to repaint the car, or just repaint the hood, or what?
No, it was paintless dent removal.
Oh, okay. So you could remove the dents and not even know it.
Yeah.
So what all have you done to it? Besides just cosmetic or anything different?
I replaced the head unit in the car. It had just a tape deck in it.
Oh,
CDs.
so you had to put a CD player in there with all the boom box and all that?
No boom box. So.
No boom box. Next, Mom. That's next. that's the next thing on the list. Where's some of the car shows and places you took it to? Because, this model car, what is it now? 30 years old? No.
19, I
No,
think.
19 years old.
Yeah.
So what's some of the places you take it?
This is my first one. First car
But really,
show.
if you look at it, that car is about as old as you are.
A little older.
Well, that's what I mean. But 3 years older than you are. Excuse me. The car, that's a good match. That car just about match you up, man. So what else you want to do to the car besides date in it, pick up women in it? What else you want to do to it?
First, I just
Go ahead and say it. Your mama don't care. Say what's on your mind.
I'd like to bring it back to get as close back to stock as I can. There's a little rust in it. I'd like to get rid of that and then go from there.
How old's your sister?
12?
You
11.
sure? You sure?
11.
Was she holding up fingers over there for you?
She'll be 12 and...
Do you take her to school?
Yeah, I have to.
You have to.
Reluctantly.
Reluctantly, you have to take her to school. Well, I tell people all the time, young people that likes the old cars, fixes them up, drives them. I enjoy that. But I'll tell them all the time, be careful, because that car right there, in its time and today is fast. It's pretty quick, and you can get hurt in it real bad. My daughter all the time tried to get me, let her drive one of mine, and that ain't happening. Because I told her, the vets, they don't bend, they crack. It ain't no such thing as a dented fender.
Yeah.
It's a cracked fender. But these little cars right here, they're super nice cars. They're good to drive. They're safe, but you can hurt yourself in them. Anything. And I know how it is when you're 16. One of your buddies says, go and punch it one time. You scared? But always remember your mama's smiling face. See her right, Johnny? Just think what she's going to do, because she'll hear about it.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. She will hear about it. No matter what. Mama's always here. I know. When I was 16 years old, I used to do some stuff. My mama knew about it before I got home. So mama will know about it. Good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thanks.
We'll be right back. Let me tell you about the best kept secret in Northeast Alabama. Cider Ridge Golf Club in Oxford, Alabama is one of the most beautiful golf courses you will ever play on. They have a pro shop with special prices on some of the most popular name brands of golf and equipment. With the banquet room and staff, they can also handle any type of golf tournament or just a corporate or small group function. Lonnie Reese, the PGA Pro and manager, also has golf lessons for people of all ages. Call or visit Cider Ridge Golf Club today. Tell them you heard about them on Big Boyz Toyz and receive a special discount on that next great round of golf. Charter West Mortgage, Highway 231, Pell City, Alabama, are your mortgage specialists in the surrounding area. Lynn Miller and his staff are loan professionals in VA, FHA, and first-time mortgages. They also do second mortgages on your current home loan. They also assist families who have some credit problems, working with them over a few months period of time, trying to help them rebuild their credit so a home can be purchased. So when you find that home of your dreams, call Lynn Miller and his staff today, and they will help you make your dreams come true. Tell him I told you to call 205-338-5555. Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. Economy Septic Tank, anywhere in Etowah County, Calhoun County. Tony Wood said just about anywhere. Him and his staff, his sons work with him. I tell you what, they do a super job. Septic tanks, digging field lines, anything you can imagine to deal with septic tank, Tony Woodard and his staff can do it. So give them a call today, no matter where you're at. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. Next vehicle, a 41 Dodge panel truck, Don Merrill. I'm going to make sure I get it right, Don.
You got it exactly right.
I love old panel trucks. Tell me about this thing, where you found it, and how you fixed this thing up.
Well, there's a lot of history behind this truck, I believe. About 40 years ago, a guy in Edgerton, Ohio, went over to Pennsylvania and got it, towed it home, took it apart, made it run, put a 318 in it, and a Valari front end under it. And about 18 years ago, I bought it from him. One of those deals where I had to be interviewed, you know, and okay, I'm an okay guy to own that truck.
Okay guy to own that car.
So, and they're real good friends of ours now, and he built another street rod, resto rod out of 42 Chrysler. The old panel truck was, like I said, originally from Pennsylvania. It's been all updated except for the body. The body's all stock on it. It's all Mopar. Yep, as
long as you keep it all Mopar.
Yep, got 360 in it. Automatic 727 with a Cordoba tilt column, cruise control, air conditioning.
Now, how long have you been working on it? 18 years?
Yep.
Have you redone it so many times? Or
Redone it one total time, basically. Took the body all apart, redone it, no rust in it, painted it up, designed the graphics and put on it. I wanted something to do with Dodge on it, of course.
Right.
And put minivan seats in it. It had some older seats in it. I put minivan's front and rear seats in it. Built the air conditioner out of spare parts from this and that. You know how that works. And all of it works.
All of it works. When it's hot, you cool. When today, you can be warm.
I can be warm.
You've got the heater on.
And I can drive it anywhere I want to go.
Now, where's some of the shows you've been to with it? I know you go around here a lot.
Yeah, well, I lived in Michigan when I bought it. We got it all done. I took it to the NSRA Northern Nationals, Kalamazoo, Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio. Brought it down to Tennessee. Then I moved here when I retired 5 years ago. And
how'd you retire from up there in Appleville, Alabama, or Boaz, Alabama?
Boaz. I've got some good friends over in about 50 miles from here. They talked us into coming down here in Bluntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Looked around, really liked it, and decided this is where we want to go.
So you say, well,
I'm originally from Florida. Too hot and humid in the summertime.
Too hot in Florida? Well, it's too hot in Florida, too cold up north. You get in Alabama and you got the best of both worlds. It ain't going to get real cold. It's going to get nippy in Boaz, Alabama. I'm going to get my coat out of that car in a little bit. It's going to get a little nippy in Boaz, but I'm in Oxford. I'm about 90 miles away, and it was hot and pretty when I left home.
Well, it was that way earlier today here.
But you always a little bit nippier up here in Boaz and all that. Just a little bit nippy up in this area. Anything else you want to do to it? I can't see nothing you can do to it besides, just
I'm just
cosmetic wise.
Do some trim work inside. Do some new door trim panels for it. Those are getting kind of old. It's all carpeted, all low tech. If I happen to go somewhere and need a part, I can get it. So
right. So
that's the good part.
You can get it pretty close.
Most high tech thing in it is probably the radio that's in the glove box.
Are you in the car club here?
No.
Sam.
No,
I'm going to tell you the Sam Mountain.
I know a lot of them, and it's a great club. I travel around a lot, so I'm not here that much.
Sand Mountain Cruisers have got a car show too. Second Saturday night of every month from March to October. They're still coming in. Look at the cars.
Yep.
I bet it's 100, 125 cars now, and they're still pulling in. I mean, cars everywhere.
It's a great group, and we have a lot of cars here every month.
Yeah, they said it averages anywhere from 150 up every month of cars. That is a lot of cars that are cruising. We have I'm in the Corvette Club, and we have one at the Quintard Mall there in Oxford, the third Saturday night of every month. And we average anywhere from 80 to 100, 120 cars. And it's good size for that area.
Right.
We ain't got a lot of cars from up this area, but they said they're going to come down. They're coming down this time. Because, they said, well, if you can come up here, we can come down there because it ain't that far.
I met people from Georgia that comes over for this cruise.
Georgia's not really that far.
It's not that
if you
far.
cut through the country here.
Well, you live as far as they do.
Yeah, I live as far as they do. I'm just going that way, and they're going that way.
That's right.
So, and they got a super cruise in here, and they have a great time. Second Saturday of every month. So if you're ever in this area, you got to visit this cruise in up here in Boaz, Alabama. Good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys. Got a little older one coming up next you don't want to miss. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys. First of all, I want to thank you for watching Big Boyz Toys because it's you people watching the show and the sponsors that makes Big Boyz Toys. You see the sponsors on this backboard? These sponsors are what bring Big Boyz Toys to you each and every week. I mean, if you need anything, carpet, car, painted, whatever, any sponsor on this backboard that you need, give them a call today. Tell them you watch Big Boyz Toys, you appreciate them sponsoring the show, and you want to use their services. Also, we're getting our calendar ready for 2006. If you're watching this show, I don't care if you're in Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, Decatur, Coleman, wherever you're at, you've got a car show coming up in 2006. You'd like for us to come in and film at your car show and try to help bring more cars in there, give me a call today, 256-283-4404. And if I don't have something booked that day, guarantee you we'll try our best to come to your car show. So give me a call today. Thanks for watching. Next vehicle, Burl Williams, a 1941. Let me get it right. 41 Ford. Burl, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz. Tell me a little bit about your car, because it's original.
It is. It's a beautiful little car. They didn't make many of the Opera Coupes. It's one of the more rare models that had Ford.
It's called the Opera Coupe, right?
Opera Coupe. It's got the two little fold-down seats in the back, like a jump seat in the truck. Now, really called it a three-passenger.
How long have you had the car?
I've had it about 6 months, but it come from Virginia. I got the original tag that come with it when they bought it. First tag they ever bought in 41 on the front of it.
So it's actually, you bought it from the person that bought it new?
No, I got it from them. Got it from them.
Now, what have you done to it since was it like this when you got it? And
I put a new Baron Bunny interior, painted the fender skirts and the two rear fenders, but the rest of it was like it is.
Right. So you actually put the fender skirts on it? Or?
No, they were in the trunk, but I repainted and put them on.
So they was actually driving without the fender skirts. They liked it better without them?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they just...
Now, the Opera Coupe, do you know about how many of them was made, or guesstimating how many was made?
I'm not sure, but I know there wasn't but just a small number of them compared to the club coupes that they made,
Yeah, was most of them back then the black, or was it different colors? Or
black or green was the two most popular.
Most popular colors back then. And what they actually use these for? These was different body styles, so did they have a special reason they used them?
Well, they made this car in a business coupe that doctors and people like that would use, There was no back seat at all in it.
Right.
And then they made the Opera Coupe that, families would buy that maybe didn't have.
They actually had two smaller back seats in it, if they needed it. They had two smaller back seats. And so, really, you just go to most of the car shows around here in the cruise-ins, or?
Yeah, mostly. I may go over to Rome, Georgia, to that Ford show they have over at Berry College there.
Right. It's a pretty good size show too. Every year it's bigger and bigger. And what size motor and all does this one have?
It's still got the original engine. It's 85 horsepower V8.
How's it do out on the road?
Real good.
Just ease on up at about 55, see?
Yeah.
People think these old cars, they say, well, that old thing ain't gonna run 40, 45 mile an hour. No, it'll get up there and run about 60, 65. It ain't gonna get up there and run 100, 120 like them new ones, but it'll get up there and run 60 and 65 on this road just as good as the new cars do.
It will. It'll stay right in there.
So anything else you want to do to it?
Well, I did put turn signals on it. See, these didn't come with turn signals back in 41, so me and Winston Mann put them.
They ain't come with turn signals or seat belts. In this day and time, you got to have both, and they didn't come with them. A lot of people with the older cars like this and the older street rods, they're putting seat belts in them to kind of, so they have a seat belt on, because really it's the law now, but really it's out there to protect you, because if you get thrown out, that's a little bitty windshield for you to go through. That's gonna hurt. That sudden stop's gonna hurt too once you come out of it, but that's a little bitty windshield. The motor and all this thing, you had to rebuild it?
No.
Or did they?
If it's been built, it's built before I got it, but it's one of the smoothest running little engines you'll ever find. No vibration.
I got a friend of mine over in Pell City, Alabama, Roy Frost. He's got a bunch of 31 Fords.
Yeah, I know.
The old flatheads.
Yeah.
And Roy's a super friend of mine. He had a 41 sitting there one day, sitting there running. And I was standing there talking to him, and I looked back and I said, Roy, your car cut off. He said, no, it didn't. It's still running. And I walked over there and laid my hand on that car, and it was running, but you could not hear that car running. I mean, no vibration. And he said, well, if they're right, you can take a quarter and set it up there and it shouldn't fall. I said, I couldn't set a quarter up there. If it wasn't even running, I couldn't get it set up there.
That was, I guess, one of the most
smoothest
engines that Ford ever built was them flathead V8.
Tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Got another Ford coming up you don't want to miss. Let me tell you a place right here on Highway 431 North in Glencoe that has everything you need in one location. S&S Smoke Shop and Spirits has everything from cigarettes, cigars, and the largest selection of your favorite cold beverages. They have all types of liqueurs and any type of mixes you need for your next party to make it a great success for you and your friends. They also have novelty items such as candles, die-cast cars, and the smallest gift to the largest gift for that special occasion. Stop by today and see Kathy or one of her sales staff. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Aquapet saltwater, freshwater, and pond supplies is now open in the Glaybrook Village Shopping Center across from the Sachs High School in Sachs. They specialize in saltwater fish and coral. They also will custom build you a sump. Aquapets also offers home and office setups and maintenance programs for your aquariums and ponds. They will design a beautiful aquarium for you and show you how to maintain it at all times. They have everything you need in one place. Stop by today or call 741-9725 and tell them Barry Miller told you to call. Everybody's always looking for great entertainment and great food. Whether it's the Longhorn Bar and Grill, Highway 77 Talladega, you have both. From their shrimp, barbecue, best steaks around, and tell you what, the hot wings are just out of this world. They have all your mixed drinks and your cold beverages in stock all the time. They always have entertainment too. Monday nights, bring your own mic. Tuesday and Thursday nights, they have karaoke. Wednesday night, line dancing. Hey, Friday and Saturday nights, you better get there early because they always have a packed house. They have lunch specials each and every day starting at 11 o'clock. Stop by the Longhorn. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Ray City Diner, exit 168 off of I-20 on Highway 77 right there in Lincoln, Alabama. Best steaks around. I tell you what, Wanda McKeag and her staff have great food in this restaurant. They are open 24 hours a day, breakfast served 24 hours a day. Each and every week, steak special. You guys working down in that area, she has lunch specials each and every day. Also, now through October, bike night every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. You guys bring the bikes out, listen to music, enjoy the great food. We'll see you at Ray City Diner in Lincoln, Alabama.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
Bates Food Mart right on Quintard Avenue, right beside China Luck before you go into Anniston. BP dealer for this area. Stop by and see Victor or Danielle Bates today for all of your convenience store needs. They have cigarette specials each and every week. Coke specials, whether it be the 12-pack or the liter, they're always on special at Bates Food Mart. Hey, also you notice he's got just about anything you need in that store. Snacks, cold beer, wines, all kinds of wines, specialty wines. Stop by today, see him, tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. You know, after an accident, there's a lot of things on your mind. One thing is, hey, where am I going to get my car fixed? How long it's going to take? Most people don't realize you can request who you want to repair your vehicle. George and Bill at D&T Body Shop on Miller Lane in Anniston, right off the new bypass, will give you an estimate and try to get your vehicle fixed as soon as possible and have you back on the road. They have state-of-the-art equipment. They have PBG paint. They got a paint booth. They got framing machine. They do glass work. They do everything right there at D&T Body Shop. So give them a call today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. Have a dream of getting away for the weekend with your family from the hustle and bustle? Turner's Outdoor Center right here in Stemley Bridge Road in Pell City, Alabama has the answer for you. They have a 36-foot SRV starting at just $350 per month. If you want something a little smaller, 24-footer starting at $160 per month. This is with no down payment and a super interest rate starting at 7.25%. Great part is no payment for 90 days. They service all of the units right there on their location. Hey, new location opening soon, Emory Crossroads and I-20. So give Billy Turner or one of his sales staff a call today. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. McCleskey Brothers is your #1 stop for everything you need to make that car of your dreams become an envy of everyone who sees it. They cater to auto body shops, but they also help the do-it-yourself people who want to work on their cars themselves. From DuPont Paint, 3M products, McGraw products, and the hottest thing on the market, Hot Hues, they have everything right there. They also have all the supplies such as paint guns, buffers, buffering pads, molding, even a large selection of pinstriping. With 2 locations to serve you, they cover most of Northeast Alabama. Give them a call today at any one of their locations and tell them Barry Miller told you to call. One of the great privileges we have as Americans is to be able to vote for the candidate of our choice for any office. Alice Martin is that candidate. She's a licensed practicing attorney. She handles probate court cases on a regular basis. Alice is also an instructor at Jacksonville State University and Gaston State Community College. So in other words, she's the most qualified candidate for this job. She is dedicated, determined, and dependable. Join with me on June the 6th voting for Alice Martin, probate judge of Calhoun County, or visit her website at www.martinforprobatejudge.com. Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware in Oxford and Talladega, Alabama is your #1 location for all of your home building needs or just that special project around the house. They have items from the smallest nail to the biggest truss on top of your roof and everything in between. They can take blueprints of your new home and supply everything needed to build that home from start to finish. And the special thing about it, Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware, they deliver everything they sell. They also have all types of power tools and general tools for any type of job. So stop by one of the locations today, either Oxford or Talladega. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. If you want to go out for the evening or fine dining, you can find it right here in downtown Anniston at Classic Old Noble. The atmosphere is set for a quiet dinner for 2 or a party for 20. They have a lounging area upstairs so you can have a drink with a friend or a business associate. They also have a seating available upstairs in a nice quiet atmosphere. Classic Old Noble also caters for special events and parties for any amount of people from 2 to 20 to 200. Stop by Classic Old Noble today and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Next vehicle, Glenn Piper, 1951 Ford. Glenn, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz. Tell me about your vehicle, Glenn.
It's a 51 Ford. A friend of mine bought it at a swap meet in Birmingham about 6 years ago. And he worked up on it about a year or so ago. I traded him a Chevelle for it. I've been working on it ever since. I had stripes painted on it, put a AM, FM radio in it, put a Benny's heat and air in it. It's got a 302 in it with a C4 transmission. I put some Jenny wheels on it, some BF Goodrich white walls.
So this one ain't got no little flathead 6 either.
No.
So if you see him out on the road, don't jump on him thinking you got old flat 6 on this thing, because it ain't a flathead 6 L. Now, what's some of the places you go on your vehicle?
I go everywhere. That's what I do mainly all the time is go to the cruise-ins and go to the car shows. But I like going to Lineville and
Lineville's got a big show every year. I go
Yeah.
there in November. First Sunday in November every year.
yeah, in Decatur. I like to go to Decatur.
Yeah, Delphi's got a good show. I went up there 2 years ago. It's the hottest I've ever been in my life. I thought I was going
Yeah.
to die. It was so hot. Well, I filmed 4 shows up there and it was 100 degrees. I said, it's too hot up here.
Yeah. I like to go to Knockalooly Falls.
Knockalooly's a good
They got
show.
a good one down there.
There's a lot of good shows in the area that all people's got to do is just, excuse me, just go on the website or, we got up too early this morning. Well, they had me up at 3 o'clock. The weather radio was going off 3 o'clock this morning in Oxford. We had a pretty bad storm by 3 this morning, so it was going off. Anything else you want to do with the vehicle?
Yeah, I got to finish it. I haven't finished it yet. There's still a lot of little things I have to do. I got to replace a window. Got a tent of windows in it. Put an antenna so I won't have to listen to just CDs all the time.
Yeah. Well, CDs are good. You can listen to whatever music you want.
Yeah.
They're good in a way. So you can listen to kind of what you want to listen to.
Yeah. My friend that had it before I did, he done most of the work on it, but there's still a lot of little things I like to change to do to it myself.
And the 51s, you know, you see a few of them around, but most of them they're going to leave them black or something like that.
Yeah.
Or they just street ride them out completely, you know, bad. Street
I was
ride.
painted Honda color, 90-something Honda, and that's a pretty color on it, and 278 cycles in Altoona. He done the flying job on it for me. I think he done a real
Yeah,
good
the
job.
flame work looks great on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, he blended in that last flame on the door, kind of makes it, you know, stand out a little bit. That last, just one flame at the end.
There's not too many people around here that can do a good flame job, but he does real good.
I'll tell you what, that thing looks great. And I know you're proud to drive it, you know, all the car shows, because you can take it with the 302 and go about anywhere you want.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like some of the old cars you used to just get when we was teenagers to drive. You didn't know if you was going to get from one end of town to the other.
Yeah.
But these, you know, this day and time when you're working on them like that, you know what you got in them, you know what they're going to do, so you know how far you can actually go with them.
Well, that's what I like, is to have a car that I can get in and depend on and not have to worry about getting there and back.
Tell you what, good-looking vehicle. I appreciate you being on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, while you're sitting here, thanks for watching Big Boyz Toys this week. We're in Boaz, Alabama, the Sonic Drive-In. They have a cruise-in. Sand Mountain Cruises, the second Saturday of every month, right here on 431. Probably 100, 125 cars over in the parking lot. Great cruise-in. You need to come up in this area and check out this cruise-in every month up until October. You know, go to our website, www.bigboystoysal.com. It tells you where we're filming at. We're going to be all over the state this year. We're going from one end of the state to the other. So come out and join us. A lot of cars here. We're going to film another show, so the cars you see next week are from right here in Boaz. Tell everybody goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and we'll see you next time on Big Boyz Toys. And like I always say, remember these sponsors on this backboard. If it wasn't for these sponsors, and if it wasn't for these car owners, you wouldn't sit and look at me every week. You'd get tired of it. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for another exciting lineup of